Cheers. Alright. Name of the song is Trial by Fire by Testament. Get to know these 80s thrash bands. Testament was one of the classic ones. They also came out with an album, Practice What You Preach, which was pretty good. So if you like those thrash bands, then Testament's got to be on your list. New Order, Practice What You Preach. There's a lot of other good stuff that they put out, but those are the two albums that you have to have if you're a thrash fan and like 80s thrash. Anyway, what am I here to talk to you about today? Hi, everybody. Cheers. What do you call it? It's been a rough day. As you know, it's extremely hot up here in the north. It's not what I like. I moved up to the north so I could get away from this heat. And here it is, revisiting me. It does this every year usually, though. For like a week or so, we get this. It's like hell, 2 weeks or something like that. And somewhere around the middle of August, it starts to calm down. It starts to go down to a reasonable temperature. And then we get our wonderful fall, which brings along with it football. But anyway, we'll talk about The Killing Joke. Just got released on digital. It's going to be on DVD at some point soon. I'm sure it's going to be on Blu-ray soon. And maybe it was the eager anticipation, because unlike a lot of the other comics, like like in this group here, you guys have given me more suggestions of things that I should be reading and story arcs I should be reading, authors I should be reading, artists I should be looking at, these kind of things. And I learned a lot of things after the fact. I'm not this person that grew up and read all of these comics as they were released and have this abundance of comic knowledge. I gained a lot of it afterwards. But there are comics that I have read as I was growing up, and Killing Joke just happened to be one of them. I think they failed. I'm sorry, but I think they failed on this, and it was because they added the extra content. But I'm not opposed to extra content. I know that the original Killing Joke was only, it wasn't that many pages to begin with. So in order to make an hour 19 animated movie about this kind of thing, you're going to have to stretch it out, add some things, and that had to happen. Otherwise, you were probably looking at a 35 to 40 minute comic at best, probably, or 45, maybe 45, maybe 50 minutes. I don't know. So they had to get that extra 20, 25 minutes of material from somewhere. But why did they do what they did? All right, I'm just saying. They made it into a Barbara Gordon a story arc, which was like, dude, really, seriously, why? Why did you do that? Why did you choose that? When I read this comic to begin with, it's a Joker-centric comic. It's centered around the Joker, and it's meant to give that foe more character and depth. And so, if you were going to make an animated movie called The Killing Joke, then why would you explore somebody else's character and then fucking completely abandon that and go into what the comic was after that, and then just jump into what the comic was? It was kind of like they gave us an episode before the episode, but they could have done things to set that up. If they were going to set it up, like the whole point of the comic was so that the Joker could prove to James Gordon that all you needed was one bad day to turn a completely normal human being into a madman. But so wouldn't you create a storyline to support that? That's my problem with it. Like, should they, if instead of just having a Barbara Gordon, that this is the life and times of Barbara Gordon, that whole fucking thing, you should have, I don't know, maybe explore the relationship between Barbara Gordon. If they had Barbara Gordon and her father having more moments of bonding and things like that to kind of set up how horrified he would be later, that kind of thing, or explore how Joker escaped from Arkham Asylum, explore other things, like, I don't know, maybe do things around it, since it really was supposed to be a Joker-centric thing, so, I mean, you really should have called it something else, and I don't know, it bothered me so much, it just bothered me so much. It was like I said yesterday, I said in a comment or something like that yesterday, that I actually didn't. Seriously, I'm not even joking about that. I turned it off just to make sure that I didn't accidentally buy a different movie, because I was like, this is not The Killing Joke. So what the fuck am I watching here? I have no idea what the hell I'm watching right now, and it bothered me so much that when time came, don't get me wrong, okay, it got some smiles out of me, and once it started chewing into the actual panel by panel plot line of The Killing Joke, then I was like, yeah, and Mark Hamill, come on, Mark Hamill. You can't say any bad words about Mark Hamill doing what he does as far as the Joker voice is concerned. He's pretty much owned that shit, and he does own that shit, and anybody else who does his voice has got to be compared to what he does. So in that respect, that was good, though. But that, like, I think they just lost the true spirit of what the Killing Joke was supposed to be. They distorted it by adding all that extra content. I think they just, maybe they even could have just, since it was such a Joker-centric, it just pissed me off, is all. I'm just saying, that whole beginning just made me so mad that it made it hard for me to enjoy the part that actually was like the comic, But that's what happened. It started at one point, and then it ran it right through to the end, and it ended exactly the same way it did in the comic book. And that comic book was dear to me, because I was like, of course, when you're growing up and you read shit like that, you're just like, yeah, man, fucking, you want to know more about this guy. And his really bad day. I don't know if I had one really bad day, if I'd be, if I'm one really bad day away from becoming the Joker. Who knows? Who knows? I like to think that I would prevail and not become completely mad like that, but you never know. You never fucking know. I mean, the reason that it gets graded so harshly, though, is because they made Year One, and they made The Dark Knight Returns, and those pretty much were, panel for panel, the way that the way they were in the comics, the way Frank Miller did it, So that's why it's kind of like it's. But I get why they added the content. Like I said, I get why they added the content. I know this is a little bit incoherent, but it's fresh on my mind from watching it just last night. So. I'm still just a little, still just pissed about it. I'm still a little mad about it. So it's hard to put my thoughts in theory. I guess if I watched it again, I'd be like, if I knew what it was going into it, then I might be a little bit more accepting of the whole thing. But just watching that, it was the big surprise that they added this content, and I was kind of like, why this? Why the fuck am I watching Batgirl? Why the fuck am I watching Batgirl? Have spoiler with spoiler. Why the hell did that just kind of pop in there? Not that it wasn't hot, but it didn't fit. It was like, somebody took scissors and cut the jigsaw puzzle to fit into place it wasn't supposed to go, because they were tired of doing the fucking puzzle. So there's my fucking thoughts and theories on that. I don't know what else to tell you guys. Should I sum up the whole freaking Comic-Con thing? I think I did that pretty well in my little video there. So the live video thing that I put up there that nobody watched. I'm just kidding. Actually, I'm actually getting all tens of viewers now. So it's I'm going viral, bitches. No, I only do this for y'all, so I'm not really worried about how many views I get. People are like, oh, you can be famous someday. I was like, I'm not going to be famous. Come on now. And I don't want to be internet famous. Seriously, what am I going to be famous for? Drinking fucking whiskey online. Woohoo! What an accomplishment! I've won the internet! But, all I can say about Comic-Con is I was just really pumped after the week. I was tired of, believe it or not. I actually have this, I have such a profound respect for fucking Durf, because years past, he was always the one that used to toss all that shit at us. And Saturday was like Greg's day to like just kind of step in Durf's shoes, because he said he was working. So I was like, let me check this out. And it actually is like a lot of work. The only thing was, I think, was that getting all the screen caps. That was kind of a pain in the ass, because I kept on trying to get this one with Wonder Woman just like slicing down and shit like that, and it was just like gone. I was like, fuck. So I don't know, whatever. But it was still fun to do all that, and checking out all the trailers like as soon as they come out is kind of an exciting thing. Almost, it's about as good as you could probably do as far as excitement is concerned, without being there. That's pretty much what we're all in the same boat. Like, everybody on the page, we pretty much, I'm sure that if you're not looking for the news, then you're hitting refresh on our page to see if anything pops up. It's like always during those panels, like, okay, I know the panel's going on right now, refresh, trailer, So it's a fun weekend for fanboys. Definitely a fun weekend for fanboys. Like I said, I wish we got some footage from Guardians of the Galaxy, and James Gunn wants to be perfect in his ways. You know what? He didn't disappoint last time, and he kind of said the same thing before. He doesn't want to give us anything unless he knows. He's like, he wants it to look. He's like, I'm not going to present it to the general public unless I'm 100% satisfied with the product that he gives, and it's disappointing that we didn't get footage. But at the same time, I admire the hell out of James Gunn, because he really he's taken pride in this project. He's taken Guardians of the Galaxy, and he's just been like, this is my baby, and I love this baby. I'm going to take care of this baby. I'm going to teach it all the great things, and I'm not going to give it to the world until it's perfected, And it's just, I like that dude, Yeah, I like that dude. And all the stuff that he writes on Facebook all the time. He always writes a really, really long book, and it's always well written. There's no like, you are, when you're like, you are an asshole, kind of things going on in his Facebook page. It's like he just sits down there, he's tell he's a writer, Obviously, extremely excited about that Wonder Woman trailer. I can't say enough about that. The Justice League trailer, I think I've gone over that. Justice League meh, I'm no more excited for the Justice League after watching the trailer than I was before. All because of BVS and the way that movie was, and I know that Snyder's involved with the Justice League, so it's just kind of like, okay, I don't know. I don't know whether or not it's going to be a good movie or not. Is it going to be all over the place? Are they going to try to stuff humor in where it doesn't belong? I'm excited about Wonder Woman because it's Patty and she's doing her thing, and it's going to be a different approach. I think it's not going to be the same thing. I like that part at the end where she said, "In where I come from, we call that slavery." And I know a lot of people were concerned about her acting abilities and everything like that, but she's not a horrible actress, and she's not going to shed her accent on purpose, I think. I think on purpose. You can say maybe because she can't. Maybe she can't shed that accent. Maybe every movie she does, she has to have that accent. But, it's a Mediterranean accent. She's from Israel. So, it's not that far. It's like a stone's throw from Greece, which is where the Themyscirians were from originally anyway. So, fuck it. I'm happy. I think she's hot. Fuck that. Care. She's actually looking better and better the more she does. I think she's actually getting a little bit thicker and thicker a little bit as time goes on. Definitely more tone. This trailer, I thought she definitely looked really, really good. She looked like Wonder Woman. Love the colors. I don't know what else to say. I think I've wasted all my time. Doc Strange. Doc Strange looks incredible. I can't wait to see that movie. The thing, we're going to see that movie soon. That's happening. Football season will be arrived, and we'll be thinking about Thanksgiving and how much we're going to stuff our face. And lo and behold, Doc Strange. Doc Strange will be around. And that flip of the cape is so badass. That was like I can't watch that enough. Like he just flips his cape on his back. It's like freaking. He's like, suck on it, Fonzie. Look what I can do. But I don't know. There's plenty of other things I could talk about, but I don't have too much time, and I don't want to go. Well, I have time, but I don't want to go too far. You guys have short attention spans, just like me. But I just wanted to express my angst about the fucking Killing Joke. Listen, that was a comic book that was kind of near and dear to me. So for them to kind of fuck with me like that was like a spit in the face. That's all I got to say about that. They spit in my face. They did. They were like, you know what? Fuck you and your youth. We don't care about you. We're here for the kids. Everybody get interested in Batgirl, like the fucking worst fucking comic character in the fucking DC universe. Thanks. Appreciate it. Now, she's not the worst. I don't really mean that. In fact, I don't mind Batgirl that much at all. But, you know, I don't want it mixed in with my fucking evil Joker, you know? That was a dark tale, and they had to lighten it up with Batgirl. Why? Why? Why did you take that direction? Anyway, I love you guys. Might head back to the casino this weekend. I'm not sure yet. I'm still contemplating that. Peace.